Well, last year we didn't have a 7-on-7. I mean, we throw, by the end of the season, we're throwing 40, 50 times a game, and it's early in the season we didn't have a 7-on-7. And it's, you have these concepts that you're drawing up on a board, but until you see the spacing on the field against somebody, how a defense is going to react to the coverage, you don't know if it's going to work. But last year by the end, we really hit our stride, and that's where we were going to get some good defenses. JFK, Western Reserve, I mean, these are perennial powers. These aren't the bottom tier of the league, and we were able to get yards and score points. So, we're going to evolve the offense from that. We were able to stretch the field vertically. That's a key part of our offense that early in the season I don't think we knew we had. It's not something we trusted, but when you can do that, that opens up everything. When you can throw the ball 40, 50 yards downfield accurately, it does so much for your offense. So, this offseason, our offensive coordinator back for a second year, Jared Vrabel, and myself, when we're drawing up these new schemes, these new concepts, it's exciting because you know what you have, and we're just going to build on what we did last year. When you have a quarterback who's only a junior, you have a receiver that nearly got 1,000 yards that's only going to be a junior, and you got those kids coming back, and then that doesn't even speak for the young kids that we had that are coming in. We have a 2 or 3 sophomores that didn't get many reps last year that they're ready to play. And so that's going to give us some depth so that we can, get guys some breaks, that we can really put some pressure on defenses this year. So we're excited about it. As the head coach, I'm excited, but unfortunately I'm the defensive coordinator. So I don't get all the excitement because I have to worry about stopping teams. But offensively, we're going to be as dynamic as almost any team in the area. We're going to be a pass-heavy team. I mean, our pass-run split, we're going to be leaning towards the pass side. Every time we do run the ball, he has an option to read it and pull it. We do a lot of RPOs where there's a run-pass option. So he's going to have a lot more control, a lot more in the decision-making process. And when you do that, when you're a defensive coordinator, I call defenses, every coverage has a weakness. There's always something open. You can't cover everything. And when you have a quarterback that's making the right decisions in that, there's never a right answer. And so that's kind of what we want to do to get to the point to where with our receivers and our quarterback, we want them to be able to communicate on the field, and defenses will never have a right answer for us. So that's what we're trying to build towards. I mean, our numbers are thin. Our numbers were thin last year. It's just a matter of health for us. We got probably 24, 25 kids by the time we start in season, and health is going to be a major role. Now, the good thing is with our style, our practices aren't overly physical because we spread it out and we're running routes. But it's the injury issue and then turnovers for us. It's if we can force turnovers and we can keep a hold of the ball, we can be very good. We can compete with some of the best teams in our league. If we have a couple injuries or we turn the ball over, it's going to be a long year down here. It's just one of those things where the margin for error is thin when you're only playing with 24, 25 kids. So offensively, we know that we're good enough to play with the elite teams. Defensively, that's still a question mark until we get the pads on, until we get to go against other teams, and we're going to coach them up and be gap sound. But until we actually see those things, then we'll be in the middle of the tier. But we get that fixed, and we can be a really good team.